Hello, a warm welcome to this session. This is an introductory class, and I am an educator from IIOCS, and I'll be there to teach you on the ASRB NET and SET food technology exam preparation. So basically, a few of the educators, they might have told you a lot of things about this ASRB NET exam. This ASRB NET exam, it is conducted by the ASRB organization, which is the Agricultural Scientist Recruitment Board, ASRB. And this ASRB is it has an official website, which is asrb.arg.in, and from this website you will get every information regarding the exam date, release, and the pattern and everything. And basically this exam is conducted to decide whether the candidate is eligible for the position of the lecturer or the assistant professor in the state agricultural universities or other agricultural universities. Means this exam, you have to crack it, this exam, if you want to appear or you want to make a career in the academics or in the research. So this will be your foremost step, that you have to crack this exam. So means this is the for this to crack this exam, the candidate must have attained a master's degree as the minimum educational qualification in the respective discipline for which they have opted to appear, and then will be telling you a bit of this about what is the selection procedure and all. So in this, what we'll do, this selection procedure is consist of the single stage. This is a single stage test, and this is an online computer based test. And so as per the ASRB NET exam pattern, the online test is conducted for 150 marks, and it is of 2-hour duration, and negative marking is also there in this exam, and for every wrong answer 1/3 of your marks is deducted. Now the understanding the syllabus and the pattern of exam, this is, we are going to help you in this, that how you will understand the syllabus, what will be the exam pattern, how you are going to crack your questions. So the preparation of this exam and carrying out the preparation of this exam in a well planned manner is means you should have a strategy to crack this exam, and for that we are there. The IIOCS is there for you, and it has a club of the faculties who are expertise, who excel in their fields. So we will be there to help you out to crack your exam with the strategies, how to crack the questions, what the examiner is asking you, and how you are going to crack that particular question. So basically you can go through any book, right? You can get the knowledge from there, but the thing is the concepts. The knowledge of concepts is very important, that what kind of you are going to, which important topics are there, which you have to work upon the things, and means you will read each and everything in the book. A lot of things are available on the internet also nowadays, but the thing which you have to understand is what exactly need to be grasped, what you will collect from that particular book or the topic or the syllabus or the page you are reading, which is of your importance, what needs to be studied, right? You can read like everything, you can go through, like you can read your books and you get the topic, but you will not understand the basics behind the technologies. You will not understand behind the chemistries, the technologies, the processing aspects. For this, you need a mentor who can guide you in a direction that what needs to be done uh, for your program. Then uh, then I will be there to help you to see whether means I have been allotted these two sections which needs to be covered. The first one is your the technology of the fruits and vegetables, and in this we will go through the post harvest handling in the storage of the fresh fruits and vegetables. Here will I have prepared a PPT on this particular topic, just to for like an introductory session for us. And in this fruits and vegetable processing section, we will be like covering So in the fruits and vegetable processing, we'll go for the post-harvest handling in the storage of the fresh fruits and vegetable, and then we'll do the preparations of the fruits and vegetables for the processing, and we'll also cover another topic, which is your fruits and vegetable processing, which is the minimally processed food products. In this minimally processed food product, what we are going to do is, a lot of questions are being asked around the minimally processed products, which includes your cut fruits and vegetables, and pre-processing, the unit operations in the preparation of the minimally processed products, the packaging, and then we'll move to the cold chain logistics, and we'll also cover the zero energy cool chambers and the charcoal cool storage chambers. Yes, then comes the important thing, which is the thermal processing and the process time evaluation for the canned products. This is very important. A lot of questions they are being asked on this particular topic. And then the process optimization for the canning, and how the canning is done in the aseptic conditions. Then there are different methods for canning of the fruits and vegetables. Canning of the fruits and vegetables. And the different methods of the canning of the fruits and vegetables. Different cannings of the different fruits and vegetables, canning procedure, and then we'll go for the we'll see what are the criteria when you select a particular fruit or vegetable for doing the canning. Then we'll move to the dehydration and the associated quality changes regarding the drying and storage of the dehydrated products. Again, this is a very important topic. A lot of questions they are being asked during the regarding the dehydration, the drying kinetics, etc., and the quality changes, and the what are the difference between a dehydrated product and a fresh products, and the storage regarding the temperature, humidity, and the packaging. These aspects they are covered in the drying and the storage of the dehydrated products. Then comes your solar drying. Then again the intermediate moisture foods. This is again a very important topic. A lot of questions they are being asked. The direct question comes like which food is the intermediate moisture food, or which these candies or are there intermediate moisture foods, or what percentage the intermediate moisture foods have. Though a lot of questions are from intermediate moisture foods also. Then the preparation and the utilization of the fruits and vegetables juices means this aspects include your processing of the fruits and vegetables, and this includes your different kinds of the beverages out of the fruits and vegetables, includes your fermented products, your non-fermented products, the aerated beverages, which includes your soft drinks, health drinks, etc. in this processing aspects they are being asked, but also the one more important thing in these preparation of these beverages and all, the FSSAI specification of these products, like in these non-fermented products we include like squashes, ready to serve drinks, nectars, crush, cordials. So in this, the fruit portion, the TSS, the acidity, the limits or the type of the like additives or the different other kind of the preservatives which are using in. So these specifications, they are very frequently they are asked. Definitely there comes one definite question from this particular portion, that in the processed fruits and vegetable beverages, and preparation and utilization ho gaya. And then we come to the membrane technology. This includes filtration and all. Then we come to the another processing aspect is your the membrane technology. Then comes to the chemistry and the manufacturing of the pectin, then role in the gel formation, and the preparation of the products like jellies and marmalade. Yes, this is again a very important topic, that how the jam, jellies and marmalades are prepared, what is the role of the pectin in the gel, what happens if a protein is if a fruit is rich in pectin, then what kind of jam or jelly is prepared if it is medium in pectin or low in pectin, what are the problems in jelly formation, what are the problems in the jam formation, and what are the remedies. These questions, they are oftenly asked in the exam. Now then we come to the technology of the preservatives, the pickles, the chutneys and the sauces. These are the very traditional products which are being utilized, and the questions very often been asked. Then the nature and control of the spoilage in all these kind of the products, like whether it is an intentional spoilage or it gets contaminated with the microbes or with the interaction with the packaging material. This also we are going to cover in this. Then we come to the restructured fruits and vegetables. This is a kind of a we can say a topic which has been picked up from the byproduct utilization, that when you prepare like fruits or juices out of that and the pomace is left, and what restructuring or what other products can be prepared from the fruits and vegetables. Then byproduct utilization of the fruits and vegetable processing industry, processing methods of the frozen fruits and vegetables, then the individual quick freezing products, the packaging, storage and thawing. Then what are the role of these different enzymes we'll be studying in the fruits and vegetable processing. Tomato products, this is again a very important important topic, which is the questions they are being asked on the like total solids present in the tomato juice, the total solids in the purees or the paste or the soups, sauces and ketchups. There's a huge lots of being question in the like consecutive exams. You can see the TSS of the sauce and the ketchup, and the total solids in the paste, purees, and one or the another means consecutive year में ये question बहुत ही frequently पूछा जाता है. Then we'll also be covering the different other convenience food items which we can prepare from the fruits and vegetables. Then in the fruits and vegetables, we'll also cover the beverages, your fruit juices and vegetable juices. Along with that, we'll cover the tea and coffee, the stimulating beverages and the processing of the tea as well as the coffee. And in this we'll see what different kind of the coffees and the teas are there, how they are being processed, and the medicinal and the aromatic plants. And definitely when we are studying the medicinal and aromatic plants, so they are always known for their health benefits, we can say their therapeutic value, the medicinal values. We'll study about these spices and all. and the different other medicinal plants like ashwagandha and shatavari, asparagus, etc. We are going to cover all these things. Then we come to the last section, portion of this section, which is the spice processing. Spice processing includes your cleaning, grading, and the drying, packaging, and the storage of the different spices which we consume in our day-to-day life. And then the oleoresins and the essential oils. Yes, oleoresins and essential oil, these are the two topics which are nowadays of the topics of the of the current value, and a lot of questions are also asked in this. And so the next unit which I will also be covering is your technology of meat, fish, and poultry products. So in this we'll be covering our scope of meat, fish and poultry processing industry in India. We'll see what is the status of processing of the meat and fish, because most of the processing of the meat in India is in the organized sector. So this will be studying in the detail while we'll do our classes. And then we'll study in detail the chemistry and the microscopic structure of the meat tissue. This is a very important topic, and questions, they are also been asked on the actins and myosins and the sarcomeres and the sarcoplasmic reticulums and all that. These all are being covered under the chemistry and the microscopic structure. Then we come to the ant-mortem inspection. Ant-mortem inspection. Then we move to the slaughter and the dressing. Slaughter and the dressing of the animals as well as the poultry birds will be covering both these. And then we'll see how the post-mortem examination after being slaughtering of the animal is being done. Then comes the very important topic, which is the rigor mortis. Rigor mortis is when this is a very important topic which is going to decide whole of your meat section. Means if you completely and thoroughly understand the basics behind the rigor mortis, then you will be able to crack all the questions regarding the technology of meat, whatever questions. So understanding how a muscle is being converted into the meat is very important, and this is your rigor mortis. Then we'll also be covering the retails and the wholesale cuts, the factors affecting the meat quality. Then we'll see the different processing steps in the meat, that is the curing, smoking, freezing, canning, and the dehydration of the meat, poultry, and their products. Then the sausage making. Sausages, they are the very popular meat products, and these are again the very most important topic. A lot of questions are there in the exam regarding the sausages, the different types of the sausages, the moisture content of the sausages, the quality evaluation of the sausages. A lot of questions are there on the sausages. So this is again a very important topic. Then the microbial factors influencing the keeping quality of the meat. Then we'll see the processing and the preservation of the fish and the fish products, what different kind of the fish products are there. Then the processing of the fish, how the fish can be handled, what kind of processing, like it can be smoked, freezed, canned. So this of the different kind of freshwater fishes which I'm edible and they are consumed in India. Then the role of the another important topic, which is your meat tenderization. So meat tenderization is a very important topic, and it is related to the rigor mortis. So how means if you will, how you tenderize your meat so that it becomes edible. It gives you or it fetches you a lot of profit, or it attracts a lot of customers. So, and we'll also study the different role of the different enzymes in the processing of the meat, whether they are involved in the processing or in the tenderization of the meat. Then we'll also cover up the utilization of the different byproducts of the fruits and vegetables. Then the different zoozoic diseases which are related to these animal and the fish and the poultry. Then in this only we'll also study the poultry products, which are your eggs, the structure and the composition of the egg, and the factors affecting the quality. Lots of questions are there on the structure, what the chalaza is, what are the germinal discs, and how the yolk is held in the central position, what is the vitelline membranes, etc. Then we come to the composition of the egg, which portion contain more of the lipid fraction, which fractions contain more of the protein content, why the protein of the egg is of high biological value. Such questions they are being asked. Then factors affecting the quality. There is a lot of quality grading of the eggs, like AA grade, AB grade, B grade, A grade. So how these grades are defined and how these grading is being done, and then on the basis how we'll define that which grade is of what quality. So we'll be studying these grading characteristics, and then we'll see how the factors they are affecting those quality grades. So quality measurement, in this we'll study about the grading, we'll study about the candling mechanism, means the hog index, all these quality evaluation which helps you to determine that what kind of quality egg one is eating. Then different methods which are being used from traditional to the modern, that what kind of preservation methods they have been adopted to preserve the eggs. Like oil coating is it's a very traditional method, then refrigeration, then this thermostabilization, the use of the antibiotics, etc. So this also we are going to cover, and definitely on the thermostabilization, a lot of questions are there. Then packaging, storage and transportation of the eggs, means like packaging materials can be asked, how they are handled, at what temperature, what humidity they can be stored for a longer period of time. Then technology of the egg products, means in this we are going to study the different kind of the processed products which can be prepared from the egg, like egg powder, albumins, flakes, different types of calcium tablets from the shells, etc. This also will be covering in our syllabus. Then in the industrial and the food uses, and the physiological conditions and the quality of the fish products, means likewise the egg products or the poultry products or the meat products. We are also going to study about the food and the non-food applications of all the three: meat, fish and the poultry products. So this is we are going to study, and will be telling you, will be providing you the notes, will be giving you the references of some good books, and definitely in the lectures, definitely the basic concepts behind the technology, behind the processing, behind a particular topic will be discussed in detail, and that will help you to crack the very simple questions, very conceptual questions, the basic questions to be cracked. So very small slides I have tried to prepare to give you a bit of introduction on the post-harvest handling and the storage of the fresh fruits and vegetables. Like we'll be discussing that what a post-harvest treatment it means. Post-harvest means when the fruit is or a crop produce is harvested, and then what can be done to increase or to enhance the shelf stability of that fruit or a vegetable or that horticultural produce. For this, post-harvest treatment is particularly used in reference to the horticultural produce. And the post-harvest treatments include harvesting, handling, then storage, then take it to the processing table, packaging, transportation, and then marketing. So, post-harvest is a management which is including, means you are plucking the fruit, putting into the basket, packing it, or protecting it from the external environment, bringing it to the retail shop and putting into the hands of the customer. All the steps includes your post-harvest management. So, why we are studying the post-harvest management? Why we want to study the post-harvest management? Because we want to maintain the quality of the horticultural produce. Why? क्यों हम maintain करना चाहते हैं? One thing, the very most important, that is we want to improve the economy, means we want to fetch the profit. क्योंकि जितना quality produce होगा उतना ज़्यादा ही आपको price मिलेगा. It will also increase your market share. It also reduces your competitiveness among your producers. Definitely, if it is going to reduce your post-harvest losses, this is going to cause reduction in the gluts. क्योंकि जब season आता है तो कोई भी एक particular fruit है या vegetable है वो abundant quantity में present होता है, वो इतना waste होता है. We have no proper management to store it, we have no proper management to process it, so it goes wasted in the peak season, and you are selling 10 rupees kg, 5 rupees kg in the season, and then in the off season there is a scarcity. This is the reason why in the off season the fruits or the vegetables, they are fetching a huge prices. So to make the benefit to the farmers, we do this post-harvest management so that we can make that horticultural produce available throughout the year, right? So how we can, what are the reasons? First of all, we जब तक हम कोई मैनेजमेंट नहीं कर पाएंगे जब तक हमें उसके रीजंस नहीं पता है. So the first thing is that is these fruits and vegetables, they are perishable. Perishable means they contain high amount of the moisture in them. Lots of vitamins and minerals are there. So they are highly perishable, means they have high water activity. So they can be easily spoiled. Lack of proper maturity indices by the farmers, means maturity indices क्या होती हैं? They are the some criteria कि when you come to know that now this crop is properly ripen, अब इसको pluck किया जाए, इसको तोड़ा जाए, इसको harvest किया जाए. अगर हम किसी भी fruit या vegetable को unripe या overripe उसको harvest करते हैं तो वो उसकी processing जो aspects हैं उसको affect करता है. So one must understand about the maturity indices, then only we should go for the harvesting. Then use of inappropriate pesticides and the chemical, and the poor handling. You don't know कि if the fruits are soft, then how to handle them. If they are crunchy, bruises होंगे वहाँ पे, उनको cuts लगेंगे. Cut से क्या होगा? That surface is exposed, and then lots of dirt, dust, and the microbial infestation takes place, and your product is spoiled. So poor handling is one of also the reason which leads to the post-harvest losses. Lack of the post-harvest treatment. You don't know that when the produce is plucked from the tree कि वो climatic है, non climatic है, वो किस तरह का fruit है, तो उसको किस तरह की treatment जो है दी जानी चाहिए on the field to reduce the field heat. So poor environmental control during the storage, the inappropriate handling of the packages, all these things are the reasons which leads to the huge post-harvest losses. In this slide you can see the poor conditions of the storage, how they are being heaped in the open area, the animals are grazing over there, they're shriveled and the untidy places you are keeping them, the moisture is there. So these are the things or the storage conditions which needs to be avoided at every cost to reduce down the post harvest losses. Now these in this next slide you can see the poor transportation practices, how they are being stacked in the cars or in the luggages. You can see here they are put in the beans, bags without any they are not they are put in the gunny bags, no proper arrangement is there, heavy means due to the stacking or due to the weight of these of fruits or due to the friction among themselves, the bruises, the cuts are there. So this leads to the spoilage of the fruits and vegetables. Then this is a slide which is showing the good practice and the bad practice of the transportation, that it should be well placed in the crates, and then these crates should be stacked in a proper manner. If it is highly perishable or heat sensitive produce, then or it has to be transported from the long distances, then it should be refrigerated, and the air transport should be there for the highly perishable products. Refrigerated transport should be there, and this is this side, this is the bad practice. This leads to the lots of spoilages in the your horticultural produce. Then we come to the fruits and vegetables. Then it's a mature ripened fruit. Fruit is said to be a mature when it is mature. It is a ripened ovary, and it is having the seed along with the content of the ovary, and the ovary, it is the reproductive part of the plant. So the question comes in your the questions which are being asked in your net, that what mature fruit is it a ripened ovary, or it is an ovule, or it is stamen, or it is pistil. So you can directly go and take your ripened ovary. The fruit is your ripened ovary, right? Then comes to the vegetables. They are the all other plant parts like root, leaves, stems. So the questions can be like, which is a root, like if it is a like you are saying, giving the examples of the root vegetables, or the spinach is a leaf vegetable, stem is your potato, root is your carrot, etc. So these questions are being frequently asked on the what a fruit or a vegetable, definition of the fruits and vegetable, and then in the further slide we'll also study the different classification of the fruits. A lot of questions are there on this particular section. Then this is the status of the fruits and vegetable production. So we know that India ranks second in the production of the fruits and vegetables, just after the China, but still we are very poor processor of the fruits and vegetables. Why? Because we lack in the post-harvest handling, the storage and the management. Our post-harvest management of fruits and vegetables is poor. That is why we are the second we rank second in the production, but we are nowhere in the processing. Even not more than 3% is being processed. So this is the status of the processing, and this is the slide again, which is showing the like which state excel in which kind of the fruits or vegetables. This definitely we have to study in detail, that what will be our current production of the fruits and vegetables, which state excel, which this will be studying when we'll be doing our regular classes. So this is the processing aspect, as I have already discussed that we lack in the processing. So then we come to the classification of the fruits. Yes, the question comes from this particular portion. when we classify the fruits, then what kind of the type of, this is the class which is showing the berries or the citrus fruits or the drupe fruit, melons, pomes, the dry fruits or the grapes. So when we'll be doing all these, when we'll be having our regular classes, so we'll be studying in detail what a berry is, what kind of the fruits they are categorized under citrus fruits, what are drupe fruit, what are pome fruit, what are dry fruits. So berries include your strawberries, your gooseberries, your blackberries, etc. Citrus fruits includes your sour lemon, your lime, oranges, etc. Drupes include your peaches, plums, apricots. Melons include your melon, watermelon. Then your pomes, your apple and pear. Your grapes includes your green grapes and all. Then according to the growing season, whether like they are grown in the this temperate zone or the subtropical zone or the tropical fruits, on this basis the question they are also being asked that apple is a temperate fruit, or avocado is a tropical fruit or a subtropical fruit or a temperate fruit. So you have to go through this, you have to memorize these things, that which fruit falls in which particular section, means it is a low temperature growing fruit, or it's a tropical fruit, or it's a subtropical fruit. So a temperate fruit zone, apple, pear, berries, etc. Subtropical includes your avocado, olive, pomegranate, etc. Tropical fruits includes your lychee, mango, pineapple, etc. So then comes the climateric and non-climateric. This is again a very important term, which is 200% a question comes, which fruit is climateric or non-climateric. Climateric fruits, basically when we define the climateric fruit, they are those fruits which ripen even after harvesting. They have a mechanism that ethylene is being released even after harvesting in them, and they keep on ripening, like apple, your figs, your guavas, papayas, banana. They all are your climateric fruit, means these are the fruits which are even they ripen even after when they are detached from the tree or the plant. Then non-climatic fruits means इनको आपको क्या करना है, when they are completely matured, they are properly ripened, they should be harvested at the proper stage, like your cherries, grapes, strawberries, pomegranate, lemon, lime, lychee, oranges, pineapple. इनको आपको क्या करना है, proper maturity देख के ही इनका, आप चाहे कोई भी क्राइटेरिया यूज करेंगे आप मेच्योरिटी इंडिसेस को मापने का, उसके बेसिस पर ही आप इनको हार्वेस्ट करेंगे. और जब ये जो क्लाइमेटिक फ्रूट्स हैं, आप इनको वन स्टेप बिफोर भी हार्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज दे हैव अ प्रॉपर्टी दैट दे कैन गेट राइपन इवन आफ्टर द हार्वेस्टिंग. So this question comes definitely on the climateric and the non-climateric fruit. Then the another classification, which is according to the respiration rate. Low respiration rate includes your nuts, dates, etc. Low, which is shown here. So all these things we have to memorize, or definitely questions in पे जरूर आते हैं. Then according to the chilling injury, or we can say the sensitivity to the low temperature, means which can be stored at the low temperature or which cannot be stored at the low temperature. So this again, the question can come like banana can be stored at the refrigeration or not, or banana can be stored at what temperature, is it chilling sensitive, which fruit is chilling sensitive, which fruit is not chilling sensitive, right? So we can memorize these things, that which fruits or vegetables they are like sensitive to the low temperature. Then we come likewise we did the classification of the fruits, we are doing the classification of the vegetables too. So you must have studied in your lower classes too that the vegetables, they are divided into like root vegetables, leafy vegetables, flower vegetables, immature fruit vegetable, mature fruit vegetables. This we'll study in our classes when we'll study in detail how they have been classified, what is the basis of these classification. Then you will be able to visualize things and you can memorize the commodities against their classes. Then on the basis of the type of the nutrient, the primary, or you can say the predominant nutrient present in the particular commodity, like carbohydrates. Potatoes, they are the rich source of the carbohydrates. Then proteins, the corns, the beans, the peas, they are the rich source of the proteins. And then comes your fats. The mature seeds of all the legumes and the cucurbitaceae family, they all contains a very good quantity of the fat. Minerals, there are plenty of minerals, they are available in the leafy vegetables. Vitamin A, we all are very much familiar that carrot is the richest source of vitamin A, likewise pepper, leafy vegetables. Then vitamin C, the tomatoes, your green chilies, your crucifers, your green leafy vegetables, they all are the very good sources of the vitamin C. So such kind of questions, they also come. They are being asked on the basis of the predominant type of the nutrient which is present in the fruit or the vegetable. Then according to the duration of the harvest, means it taking a wide duration or a short duration or a very short duration. So according to this harvest duration also, the commodities, they are being classified. Then according to the morphology and physiology, on this morphology and physiology, the questions, they are being asked that which fruit is an immature fleshy fruit. It includes your cucumber, eggplants, squashes, bottle gourd, etc. Then your mature fleshy fruits includes your tomato, watermelons. Then mature and dry seeds includes your peas and beans. Then similarly, on the basis of the respiration pattern, which includes your climateric and the non-climateric one, the base is same as that of the fruits or the vegetable. Again, this is on the basis of the chilling injury, means the sensitivity to the low temperature. This is how also classified on the basis of the injury to the freezing temperature also, like most susceptible, moderately susceptible, and the least susceptible. I've covered this this basic topic, and this is very important. 100% the question is being asked on this classification of the fruits and vegetables. Like 4 or 5 questions are definitely there on the classification of the fruits and vegetables. Then similarly, on the basis of the ethylene production rate and relative respiration rate, on the basis of the ethylene production, the very low, moderate, and high. So how the high ethylene produced should be separated from the very low producing, otherwise it is going to affect the quality of this. How the storage should be done, which fruits or vegetables, or which two fruits, which two vegetables are compatible to storage, which means this also we are going to cover in the syllabus. These questions are also being asked. Then harvesting, this is a very important aspect, that the way you are harvesting definitely is going to affect your quality. Means यहाँ से आपका सबसे पहला step है कि you will get your raw material. If your raw material is of sound quality, means definitely half of your work is done. So on the harvesting tools, questions are being asked कि for which fruits or which vegetable, what kind of the harvesting tool is being used. Harvesting में 2 या 3 चीजें हैं जो हमें बहुत ज्यादा ध्यान रखनी है. Maturity, at what maturity stage we should pluck, we should do the harvesting. For what kind of fruit we should use what kind of tool, right? So, and how then we will collect those fruits. Then factors affecting the harvesting efficiency, कि कितना आपका क्रॉप जो डेलिकेट है, आपका मेच्योरिटी इंडिसेस क्या है, आपकी क्रॉप कौन सी है, तो आपने टाइम कौन सा चूज किया है. जैसे कि सिट्रस फ्रूट्स हैं, दे शुड नेवर बी प्लक्ड एट द टाइम ऑफ द मॉर्निंग. They should always be harvested at the time of the afternoon. Then what will be your mode of packaging? How you are going to transport them, right? So all these factors, they are going to affect the efficiency of the harvesting of a particular fruit or a vegetable. Then what are the factors what are the factors which lead to the spoilage if the harvesting is not done proper, right? If you are carelessly pulling the fruit, ब्रूजेज आर देयर, जो आपने जो टूल्स ले रखे हैं उससे उन फ्रूट्स को ब्रूजेज हो रहे हैं, फिंगर नेल से स्क्रैचेस लग रहे हैं, ट्विग्स से पंचर्स हो रहे हैं, या आपके फ्रूट स्क्वीज्ड हो रहे हैं, या आप फ्रूट्स को हाइट से ड्रॉप कर रहे हो, देयर इज अ डर्ट और अ सैंड ऑन द फ्रूट्स. All these things are going to affect the quality of the fruit. So we should keep in mind all these factors while harvesting. So these questions, they are can be arised, like at what time harvesting of a particular fruit or a horticulture produce is being done, right? Like harvesting should be done in the morning, एक्सेप्ट एज आई टोल्ड यू इन सिट्रस फ्रूट्स, जो कि हमें वार्म कंडीशन में करते हैं, क्योंकि उनके अंदर एसेंशियल ऑयल्स होते हैं, सेल ग्लैंड्स होती हैं, जो कि उनकी जो पील होती है वो बहुत सॉफ्ट होती है मॉर्निंग के टाइम पे. तो हमें वो जब आफ्टरनून का टाइम होगा तभी हमें प्लकिंग करनी चाहिए. वी शुड वियर ग्लव्स, वी शुड बी, प्लकर शुड बी वेल ट्रेन्ड कि हाउ वी हैव टू ट्विस्ट इट, हाउ वी हैव टू पुल इट, हाउ वी हैव टू डू द हार्वेस्टिंग. वी शुड सेलेक्ट द proper techniques according to the type of the fruit. We should maintain the proper storage conditions in the field, right? So all these things we should have ready in the field when once your fruit is plucked. Now different methods of harvesting are there. We can do it manually also, and mechanically also we can do with the help of certain tools. Manually we can do like bag picking methods. You just pluck it, put into your bag. Harvesting by cutting the knives, by digging tools, or by clipping methods. So which this will be studying in the detail in the classes. Then the maturity indices, as I told you that these are the certain quality criteria which has been set by the we can say the farmers, or by the experience, that what should be the estimated maturity time for a commodity, right, which is going to give you a quality product, right? Quality refers to the what exactly quality is, means it is a perception, it varies from person to person, but when we define technically that it's refers to the end use, how you are going to means how you are going to process it, you are going to consume it raw, right? So on the basis of that, your maturity indices will define, means you will define your plug. If it is a climatic fruit और आपको उसको बहुत दूर ट्रांसपोर्ट करना है, तो आप उसको एक स्टेज पहले राइप प्लग करोगे. Then it depends upon the different physical and the chemical parameters also, like your TSS, etc. And your maturity indices, they should be like very simple to understand, and they should be non-destructive. Means your fruit should not be destroyed in checking your maturity indices. It should be intact, it should be wholesome, sound. Now export market means the regulations, the FSSAI, the Export Council, they have given the guidelines for the maturity indices for plucking the fruits and vegetables when you are exporting them. Then the different types of maturity are there. Physiological maturity and the horticultural maturity. Means physiological maturity states that means आपकी जो commodity है, it has attained that particular stage of the natural growth, or it is near to the maturity. Or horticulture maturity, this will tell you that means at this particular stage now your fruit or vegetable is edible for the customer, for the consumer, right? Physiological maturity, again it means it has attained some minimal acceptable unit. और horticultural maturity में आप ये बताओगे कि it is means it is mature, yet to be mature, or it is still immature. Then these are the different types of the maturity indices which have been prescribed by the different legislating bodies. The age related, like apple will mature in so many days, it will take months or days. Like similarly for banana, for the mango, the visual appearance, the shape and size of the fruit, the color, the outer appearance and the texture. These are your physical parameters which are the determinants of your maturity indices. Then which are the destructive one, includes your like starch content, the sugar to acid ratio, the soluble solid, aroma and the oil content. All these are again the criteria to define your maturity indices, that your fruit or a vegetable is ready to pluck or not. Yes, this slide again contains a lot of questions for your exam. That the question can be like, a T stage is a maturity stage for apple, banana or strawberry. The Tapka stage is for mango or the guavas or the pomegranate, right? So there are this particular slide explains you the different maturity indices for the different fruits, right? So this will be studying in the detail in our classes. This is the slide which is continued along with that, and this is the slide which is showing the different maturity indices of the vegetables, similarly to that of the fruits. Then this finishes my class, and if you have any queries, so you are welcome. Thank you so much.